Hi everyone, Sue here. After the slugs ate some of my petunias, I've decided to take some cuttings off of the ones that are left. So what I need to do is select some little shoots off of these. Now go right down to where it joins the plant. Can you see that? And just take it off. So that's our first little cutting. I'm just going to take about 3 of these and I'll show you what we do next. Right, I've taken 3 little shoots off here, but first of all I'm going to show you what we're going to grow them in. Now we're going to root these in water. What I've got here is just a piece of paper. You can use card, it's a little bit more rigid, but I just like to use a piece of paper. And then this is the container we're going to root them in. Turn that upside down. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing. And we're just going to draw a quick line around the top there. Right, so that's what we have. Right, now what I'm going to do, we've got 3 cuttings we're taking, so we just need to make 3 little holes. Now the reason for drawing the line round is because, as you can see, we've got a little ridge on the container here, so we want the holes to be in from there. So just do a little snip. Right, what I'm doing is just cutting it 4 ways so that when the cutting goes through it'll hold it in place. So we've got 1 there, we do 1 over here. And then we want the 3rd one. Right, now that's made our holes, and that will fit over our container and let the stems go through the paper into the water underneath. Right, so we've got that bit sorted. Now what we need to do is prepare the cuttings. Now what we have is some little shoots here. We want to take off the bottom leaves and a few of these, because we don't want the little plant to be concentrating on leaves, we want it to make roots. So that's our first one, and then we just push it down through the hole, and as you can see the stem is coming through the bottom, and we've got the leaves which are going to be kept dry and will sit on the top. So we'll do the same with the other little cuttings here. Just take those leaves off. Obviously it needs some leaves on there because you still need it to sort of actually grow and make the roots. So we'll push that one down into that hole there, and then number 3. Looks like something started eating that leaf there anyway, look. So the slugs really like petunias, so you want to make sure that you protect them if you can. So then we have our 3 little cuttings, and then we sit on the top, leaves keep dry and the stems in the water. So what we need to do now is just put some water into our container. This is just ordinary tap water, no additives or anything else. And then we can just pop them in there. And because we've got our circle drawn, we'll see where it fits. You don't need to shape this round, but I just find it just helps to keep everything in order. So there we are. So we'll just leave those and see how they get on. And as you can see, hopefully, let me tipping water everywhere. You've got the stems in the water and the leaves dry on top. So we need to leave those in somewhere that's got light but won't be in direct sunlight, because you don't want them to be toasted through the window if it gets really hot. So we'll just leave them there for a few days. Just change the water, probably once a week is enough. Make sure that the water level stays high, because you don't want it evaporating too much. And because obviously the paper will stop it evaporating, but the water will evaporate through the plant. So you want to just make sure that you keep it topped up. You don't want them to dry out, and don't want to put them in bright sunshine. So we see how they get on.